Good morning, folks. Saturday morning. Out in the crowd a little bit earlier. Beat the heat. Although the temperature's starting to drop a little bit, thank goodness. Instead of the mid to high 30s, we've got a low 30s, so we've got a cool day. Woohoo! Anyway, continuing on with the upholstery, I've pulled out the backrest of the rear seat, attached in similar ways. I would say finally installed before the bum. That is the rear section, we call it the bum. The bum of the van was put in, but that's all right. I'll be able to do it the same way as I did the other ones. And I've also just slid on the first of the valances up top. This is the same material as we're using on the upholstery. Very nice, very nice. I think the boss has done a good job on those. They've come up really nice. A little bit more tastier than the bright yellow. Yuck. If anybody has a van with the same yellow, they will know what I mean. But anyway, coming along nicely. Christina, the boss that is, has already started on the bases of these seats. So this one and the one on the other side of the table. Bit of luck, we might sort of get a bit of this back in today. If it doesn't get too warm in here. We're in a shed, but even still it does get pretty hot. Anyway. So continuing on with the upholstery. Look, bit behind the bed. It did have a few nails in it from the outside, so obviously most vans are built from the inside out. Last thing to go on is the skin outside. So, but also this looks like it's been glued on. It's had a little minor leak in that front right corner at some stage because the actual ply is delaminated, which is the base for that particular piece of upholstery. It's got a thin piece of sponge or whatever you want to call it, foam, sorry, and then it's covered in the same material, so we'll look into replacing the piece of ply, polishing it, and then putting it back. Must just glue it back on the same way they did. Anyway, had to remove the bed. Oh God, they're a pain in the butt when you've got a fully inner spring mattress, and of course, by itself it's a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, we've got it out the way, so we'll continue on. So here we are with the backrest for the bed, thin foam over a piece of ply. It's just a matter of peeling it back slowly, cutting it with a blade. As you can see, I've been doing that along here. As mentioned earlier, I think I meant to do that the ply is a bit knackered. This is the side, that corner that goes to the front, the driver's side front. Obviously there's been a little bit of a leak there at some stage, but the ply's all knackered. Anything else seems fine. So I'll just pull this foam off, template the back onto another piece of ply, which I've already got sitting over here ready to go. It's a little bit thicker, but I don't think that'll be too much of a drama anyway. So, continue on. So here we have the new piece of ply with the foam being glued onto the new piece of ply for the headboard. And a little bit of pressure on it. Perfect. We'll use some paint drums. Ha! Plenty of them kicking around. Some are half full, some are whatever, but just needs a little bit of pressure to hold the glue. It's a foaming, expanding glue which is activated by moisture, so I always use a little pump pack garden sprayer to spray some water over it first and then drizzle the glue on, and it works well. Here we have the glue I've been using, a bit old Sigger, makes some good products. This particular one I've been using for many years on all sorts of stuff. It's, as I mentioned, it's water activated, so I spray a bit of water over the job. Oh, there goes the boss, off into town. Anyway, this is a great product. As I say, activate it by sprinkle water over it, and then drizzle this on, and then you whack this on. Put the product together, bit of weight, Usually about 2 hours is enough to get it to start to go off, and then you let it sit for 24 hours before you actually use the product. And it sort of dries clear too. Good stuff.